it's your girl Camille Kostek coming at you with my everyday makeup look. Now, if you're a professional makeup artist, turn this off right now. This is my warning to you because it might be a little bit cringeworthy because I am not a professional. For those of you who are looking to get my natural everyday bronzy glowy look, keep watching. Step number one, if you are like me and you're not a pro and you don't know much about makeup, wash your hands because my number one applicator are my fingers. So let's get to it. It's super quick. I think that if you took out me talking about this and doing all these steps, I think that it could be accomplished in under 5 minutes. So let's get to it. Okay, so first off, fresh face. I like to put on rosehip oil, a little bit of sunscreen to start my day, but I actually don't have that with me right now to show you. So let's get to my makeup routine. So first off, I like to do my under eye concealer. I've been using this for the past 5 years. When I'm a little bit lighter in the wintertime, I use the light medium color, and it is the end of summer, so I like to use the warm medium. So this is called Bye Bye Under Eye by It Cosmetics. I just take a little bit using the magic wand, which is my finger, and I just apply right underneath the under eye. Most people would probably use a beauty blender. I've used it before, but I just feel like my fingers are just quicker and easier, and I know where to put it perfectly. So I'll dab underneath the eye, and I'll even use it as like a primer for my eyeshadow and just tap it over my eye as well. Just kind of get out that dark under eye circle. Tap, 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 blend, blend, blend. And then for me, I get a little rosy on the top of my eyes, a little bit red. I don't know if it's from being tired or if that's just the pigment of my skin right there, but it just kind of evens it out before I apply anything else to my eyes. And then this is my little hack. I also use my under eye concealer to tap out any of my blemishes. I'm having a good skin day today, so I don't have much to tap out, but that's what I do. There you go, step one. Next, I do my bronzer. Now, probably one of the most frequently asked questions about my makeup is how am I able to still show my freckles with my look? A lot of people ask, what's the coverage? What's the foundation? I don't own foundation. I've never bought foundation. If I had to go in a store and pick out my foundation, I wouldn't even know where to begin. So I use a matte all over bronzer. My favorite lately has been Charlotte Tilbury. It's actually, when you buy it, it comes with a pressed powder applicator, and I like to make things up. So I actually got one of Charlotte Tilbury's bronzer blush brushes, and I threw away the pressed powder one, and I now use it as an all over matte bronzer. I no longer turn it into a pressed powder. So I just take it and I kind of apply it all over. Right up into the scalp, get into that hairline. I like to give myself that sun-kissed look. Where would the sun typically hit when I have a sunburn or a suntan? It's usually around the face, up in the forehead area. I can usually tell wherever my freckles gather. Do that little kissy fishy face to get it right in the apples of my cheek. Smile like this. And tap it out and get all up in there. The little contour situation right down where the cheekbone is. Again, I'm not a pro. I don't even really know how to contour. I like to just seriously put it all over. Blend down into the neck. Lightly brush around through the bottom. I go a little bit heavier on the cheeks. And then a little bit lighter everywhere else. Guys, this is like Dummy 101 makeup. Anyone who's watching this who's a pro is probably cringing. I even dusted a little bit over the eye just so it's not like that white color from when I put the concealer on over my eye. And yeah, I just like to be bronzy fresh. When I feel like, you know, I see a lot of people and my job allows me to be really personable and right up in a lot of people's faces. So I don't like that cakey look for me or anything super glam. If I don't have any big plans or any big red carpets or events, this is what I do. So next, I go to the cheek to continue that sun-kissed look. This is a newfound favorite. It's by Beauty Counter. This one is called Color Pinch Cream Blusher. The color is caramel. Some people would argue that it's caramel. I take this and I just tap it again on the apples of my cheek. Right up there. Again, the magic applicator is about to come out. My finger. And then what I do is I take it and I lightly tap it where the sun would typically kiss me. Kind of give like that sunburn look. So I'm just going to tap that out so you don't see where exactly I dab this cream blush stick. Take that little extra from the finger, dab it on my nose. Look where the sun kissed me. You can add a little extra, just take the magic wand and tap it on. Up there. This is my favorite part. I think it adds a little depth, a little something, something. So that's my new favorite. Next, I change it up all the time, so I don't really even have like a order to do this in. This is how unprofessional it is. But you ask, so you shall receive. I'm just a big CT fan. Charlotte Tilbury, once again. I went in one day in Bloomingdale's and her little glowy, bronzy campaign for one of the girls really caught my eye because it looked like my everyday look, and I kind of bought a bunch of her products. So this is what this palette looks like. It is called the Icon palette. And I like to live in the bronzy colors. I keep saying bronze because those are the colors that I love, and I think that they're just beautiful and glowy and great for an everyday look. So I'm going to go with this brush is by Eco Tools. Probably today we'll do a little gold. So I'm going to take the gold and then just right into the eye. Nothing fancy. Take this right in there. It's not even that much color, but it works for me. And then, okay, that's just a little bit of a gold shimmer, allowing my eyes to start opening up. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this amber color and mix it right in there. Just on the edges. Again, magic applicator. Take the finger and just kind of blend them together. Then. Oh, I love the shimmer. I'm not a fan of sparkles. A little shimmer though, really pretty. Next, I'm going to grab my mascara. Time to open up the eye. I'm not a big fan of eyeliner, especially not for an everyday look. This is, you can get this at the drugstore. This is Maybelline. It's called Snapscara. I always use mascara in the deepest, darkest black color. And then just brush up top lashes. Get them high to touch the sky. Oh, I definitely. My mirror is so far away, I can't even see what I'm doing. Use this. Really opens up the eye. Mascara is a game changer. I love to get the outer corners. Really opens up the eye the most. Take this one. I like this one a lot because it's nice and long, and it allows you to just blink down onto the brush and it'll even get those inside little lashes. There you go. Mascara is on. And then during that day, I usually decide if I feel like dabbing a little on the bottom lashes. Today we will. Typically I'd probably run out without dabbing it on the bottom, but today we'll just do a touch on the bottom lashes. Blink, blink on top. I don't know. I've seen somebody do this before, so I love doing it, especially since some of the eyeshadow will sometimes drop down onto the mascara. I will close my eyes and brush the mascara onto the top part of my lashes. We apply up underneath, and I just like to brush it down on top. I really like a heavy top lash. This is where most of my eye makeup goes, is right here on this top lash. Ooh. Look at me now. All right. I think we go on to my favorite part. Oh no. I was gonna say the lip is next, but we need a brow. I have very, very blonde brows. Anastasia pencil is my favorite, the Brow Wiz. But I'm out of that today, so I actually am using this MAC brow pencil. It is called Fling. It is for blondes. And I'm just going to, I like my brows to look really natural, so I'll take the brush side and just brush it up. I don't like them to be pencil thin. I don't like them to be very done. So I will just kind of brush with the hairs as if I'm creating little hairs to fill in. Create a little bit of a shape underneath. Outline a little bit, very lightly the top part. Elongate that brow down. Brush, brush, brush. Try to fill it in as naturally as possible. And then take the other side, brush it through so that it really just blends in with the brow. Do the other side. Try to make them look like twins. It's really, really hard. One's always a little bit easier than the other. And there we go. Take the brush, brush it out. Nice and long. I like to box out the inside of my brows. I love a little messy look. I'm a fan of brow soap lately. One of my makeup artists has used brow soap on me for a carpeted event. Now I'm just on the hunt to find the perfect one so that it can add to that kind of like brushed up, fluffy look, which I'm a big fan of. All right, so for now I'll just use my brush to fluff them out. Now we can get to my favorite part, the lip. I always get asked, what do I use for a lip? If I'm going out at night, I'll usually use Whirl by MAC. And during the day, I love Oak. It's more of, kind of lives in the brown family. Either way, they're both kind of mauve-y, neutral, natural colors. Whirl is much more mauve. But today I'm going to use Oak because it's a bright, sunshiny day. And that's what we're going to do. All right, so I'm going to take this and line the lip to add a little bit more of a pout. I go over, my bottom lip is a little bit, what's the word I want to use? A little bit more juicy than my top lip, so I will usually kind of even it out and outline my top lip. Just a little bit more to make a little bit more of a pout in my lip look. Just a touch. A lot of the time I get asked what lipstick am I wearing, and I'm usually just filling in with my lip liner. So in this case, it's Oak. As you saw, I outlined the lip, and now I'm just kind of filling it in a little bit. I don't like the look of having the liner very heavy on the outside and then the lip gloss or lipstick on the inside. I don't like the look of that separation. Not for me. I like having a natural blended lip look. Next, this is a discovery that whoopsies, that I found. This is called Yash by MAC. And I'm just gonna fill it in. Another neutral nude. Love this lip. And I will top it off with a touch of gloss. I don't like that greasy cheeseburger look. I don't like it looking like someone just ate a big juicy anything. So I'll take the gloss and I will just dab it right in the center of the lip. Right in the center. This is the Dior Lip Maximizer. Kiss that part together. And voila. I think we're done. That's it. So if you ask me, I think it would take about 5 minutes or less. I know for sure it's 10 minutes or less without all the talking, the blabbing, and explaining and everything in between. And then, yeah, my hair is super air dried right now. This would be my makeup and my hair that would rock throughout the day. I'm going to do my beach wave another day for you to show you if I did my hair, what it would really look like. But this is no towel, let it air dry hair. And then I would go out for the day. I'm also looking at it now before I go. Sometimes if I want my eye look to be like a little bit more dramatic and make my eyes pop, I'll take the color that I used on top. So I'm going to live in that goldy bronzy area, like the little amber or the gold or the tan. Let's do the amber color right now. And I'll take the flat side of this Eco Tools brush and I will just go a little bit under the eye. Very lightly brush the shadow under the eye to open it up, make it pop. Take that color, match it on top a little bit. Kind of acting like an eyeliner. This is the closest I'll get to an eyeliner is using this eyeshadow. So before I showed you my everyday look, this I would do if I just wanted to go like a little bit heavier for the day. And kind of open up the eye a little bit more. Brush that shadow underneath. There you go. And that finishes Camille's everyday bronzy glowy look. So again, to achieve the freckles, drop the foundation, leave it out, and just dust on some bronzer. Let the skin breathe. Let the freckles show. That's it. All right, if you guys want to see more of my everyday looks, let me know. Let me know what you want to see. Comment down below. Let me know if you liked this. Again, I am no professional. This is my everyday go-to look. And this is how I roll. I've been doing this for years. So I hope you love the products. If you have some recommendations for me of makeup products that I might like, let me know below. Like, subscribe, you know the deal. I love saying that. It just feels so fun. I've always wanted to be able to say that on my channel. That's it. I'm out. See ya.